My name is Byron Erath. I am an associate professor in the Mechanical and Aeronautical Engineering Department at Clarkson University. So the mechanical engineering program really kind of consists of what I think of as breaking up by the 4 years. So your first year is your primary physics, science, math courses, kind of the core courses of engineering. Your sophomore year, you'll get into kind of the foundational engineering courses that will help you out, and really kind of the introductory, I should say, engineering courses that are oftentimes common across many of the engineering disciplines. Your junior year is really kind of the core mechanical engineering courses. And then your senior year is your chance to kind of explore other electives and interests that you might have, and that allows you to kind of branch out into the different areas that you find interesting. Yeah, so one of the unique aspects of the mechanical and aeronautical engineering curriculum is the integrated design component, which is during your senior year, you take about a semester and a half in a multidisciplinary group with other engineers, both from within the department as well as potentially outside the department. And you solve a real world problem. And so it's an opportunity to kind of take the coursework that you've learned from your freshman, sophomore, junior level courses and apply it to an actual pressing need that might be faced in medical, industry, aerospace, whatever community that your problem is related to. And so it really gives our students a unique hands-on experience that can then translate to the workforce once they graduate. As a mechanical engineer, your career outlook is actually very broad and diverse. Oftentimes we talk about mechanical engineers being the jack of all trades. And that is, mechanical engineering is really applicable across a wide spectrum of jobs, whether it be in healthcare, defense, renewable energy. All of those different sectors have mechanical engineers that are involved. And so really there's a really broad outlook there of opportunities for mechanical engineers to work in. Yeah, so really the career outlook for mechanical engineers is also very promising. I know a lot of the companies that we have that recruit very heavily here at Clarkson include large companies such as General Electric, Lockheed Martin, a lot of the larger industrial firms that you might think of, as well as we have a lot of smaller local and regional companies here as well that are looking for the skills of mechanical engineer. In terms of the national economy, again, mechanical engineers are in very high demand. They command very high starting salaries, and actually one of the things that we're most proud of here at Clarkson is the fact that our graduates, traditionally their offers are about 10 to 15% higher than even what the national average is. And so our graduates go on to do really wonderful things here at Clarkson, and we're very proud of them. So maybe a common misconception about mechanical engineering is that it's going to limit you to working on mechanical equipment. And while certainly that is a large component of mechanical engineering, that isn't all that you're going to do as a mechanical engineer. As myself, for an example, all my degrees are in mechanical engineering, and I work with otolaryngologists and speech language pathologists to help understand how humans speak. And so you see that across a lot of the spectrums, is that mechanical engineers will be involved in the healthcare fields, they can be involved in sports injury. Really, if you have a passion and it involves the mechanics of how things work, whether that be the human body or whether that actually be a piece of equipment, mechanical engineers are going to be involved in that process. So oftentimes students will look for opportunities to further their education by exposing themselves to other cultures through study abroad program. And we actually encourage students to study abroad. It's a great opportunity to get out, to learn how different cultures work, expose yourself to more diverse groups, and also to gain a broader education. We have a number of partner institutions across over 30 countries that enable study abroad, and that allows our students to really go out and find a place that is of interest to them, while also being able to pursue their own education. One of the great things about the flexibility of the program is these students are able to study abroad without that setting back any of their additional or any of their educational goals that they're pursuing, and so they're still able to graduate within that 4-year time frame. I think Clarkson offers a really unique opportunity for those that are pursuing a mechanical engineering education. One of the things that our president says that I really like is that a Clarkson education is a white-collar education with a blue-collar mentality. And I feel that one of the greatest strengths about Clarkson is our ability for students to get in-class education that is top-notch education, but then supplement that with out-of-class project and activities that allow them to apply that education to real-world applications. Whether this is being involved with some of our speed teams, with undergraduate research, participating in the honors program, study abroad, there are many opportunities for students to be able to take their classroom knowledge and apply it outside. And that really is what benefits them and makes them very attractive to employers as well, is they graduate with a strong foundational education, but also with a broad set of skills and real-world application that they've been able to experience while here at Clarkson. Every professor has at least 6 office hours that are dedicated each week to allowing and facilitating interaction with students. This can be students getting help in courses, which is the most common, but also if students have questions about career paths, personal goals, things that they're looking for, there's that time that's set aside to allow that face-to-face interaction between students and professors. In addition, all freshmen that come in and all students at Clarkson are paired up with an academic advisor that is a faculty member in their major, where they meet with that professor at least once a semester to be able to outline their career goals, look at how they're on track to graduating, any challenges that they may be facing and how they can address those challenges, and really what it will take for them to be a successful student. And so that's a unique perspective that I think that Clarkson offers, as we pride ourselves on putting an emphasis on undergraduate education and enhancing the undergraduate experience. So my research is involved in voice-speech production, looking at how humans produce speech, and more importantly, how that process gets disrupted with the development of various pathologies or diseases. And so we apply fundamental engineering principles such as fluid mechanics and structural mechanics to the application of the vocal folds or vocal cords, and look at how that energy exchange process drives phonation, produces phonation, and again, how those pathologies might disrupt that process. By working hand in hand with speech-language pathologists and otolaryngologists, we're able to come up with solutions to address those problems that are directly applicable to patients that might be suffering from those voice disorders. So I really think what makes Clarkson a unique place is our ability to provide a unique education for students that combines a very precise education with real-world application, and then the opportunities for encouraging our students and in fact requiring that our students have real-world internship and co-op experience before they graduate. And so as that's a requirement for graduation, our students come out prepared to enter the workforce, and that's demonstrated in our job placements rates that are at 96% of students that graduate find a job within their major. That's demonstrated in our, like I mentioned earlier, our high career earnings, that they tend to be 10 to 15% over the national average. And even as you look at mid and late career earnings, our graduates really go on to do wonderful things and really are becoming the leaders of tomorrow.